Indiana House Democrats called for a 2-year moratorium on social issues today so that lawmakers can concentrate on creating jobs for Hoosiers. But Republicans gave a lukewarm response to the request. Our TV6 reporter Norman Cox is live at the State House with more on the exchange and why Republicans aren't going along with it. Norm?
Well, Democrats made their request as lawmakers gathered to begin the work of the 2013 session. Both sides talked today about their desire to work together in a bipartisan fashion, but that desire only goes so far. House Democratic leader Scott Pelath, who takes over the job held last year by Pat Bauer, said lawmakers should have 3 goals: to create more jobs, to undo what he calls the mistakes made by outgoing Superintendent Tony Bennett that have hurt public schools, and to avoid the social issues that many conservative Republicans feel have been placed on the back burner for too long and want to pursue.
I am calling for a 2-year moratorium on social issues, and you know what they are. They involve the deeply sensitive matters of who loves who, of human reproduction, and women's health. Our state and nation are deeply divided on such issues, and too often this body has only served to inflame those divisions.
Pelath was referring to, among other things, the proposed constitutional amendment banning same-sex marriages and civil unions and further attempts to restrict abortion. Majority Leader Bill Friend endorsed working together across the center aisle, but not a moratorium.
It's not the goal line, not the center line, but it is, in some years, served as a dividing line, and that's got to stop.
And Speaker Brian Bosma gave a flat no to a moratorium.
We aren't declaring a moratorium on anything. That's not been my normal custom to make those kind of decisions on behalf of the body. What I hope we have a moratorium on is ill will generated here on the floor, and we'll do our very best to make that happen.
If Pelath's proposal sounds familiar, it should. Governor Mitch Daniels proposed an identical or almost identical moratorium several years ago, and Republican social conservatives didn't like it then, even though it was coming from one of their own party's leaders. Erica?
Norm, could the marriage amendment be put off for 2 years?
No, it couldn't, and that's the catch. It has to be. It's already been approved once by the last legislature. It has to be approved by this legislature either this year or next year to go to the voters. If it isn't approved in one of those 2 years, then it dies and goes back to the beginning of the whole 4-year cycle again.
All right, Norman Cox reporting live at the State House. Thank you, Norm.